pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have 4 board members present, and Dr. Jackson is unable to attend tonight. Okay, first up on the agenda is approval of agenda and items to be tabled, postponed, or removed.
On tonight's agenda, we need to postpone, remove K2. They're all in personnel. K3, summer 2025, C and D. K3, school year 25-26, H and I. And they are all indicated on your agendas with strike-throughs.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the agenda? Ms. King makes the motion, Mr. Hall will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Approval of the minutes from the regular meeting which was held on May 28, 2025. We have a motion. Mr. Nelson make the motion, Mr. Hall will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Any delegations?
We have none.
Okay. Next up is recognitions.
We do have recognitions this evening. We have 2. I'm going to begin with Dylan Malalepsy. Before I call him up here, I want to give you a little bit of history about Dylan and his career in track over the last year at Ritchie County High School. Dylan is a senior this year and has been a big part of the track program the past 4 years. He has been, previous 2 years, a state champion on the 4x4 relay. He has been high point at many meets this year, including the LKC. He holds a couple school history points. He had tied the high school, Ritchie County High School record in the high jump, clearing 6'8". He is one of 2 runners in school history to ever break the 2-minute mark in the 800 ever. He scored 298 points this year, making him the 8th overall all-time single season scorer, so that he's one of the top 10. Mr. Hott has kept records forever, the whole career of track. And it's important to hit the top 10. There are actually 5 athletes in the top 10. Some have more than 1 year of single years, and Dylan is the 8th now overall as far as points scored in a year. This year at the state meet, he finished 2nd in the Open 800, 2nd in the Open 4, finished 5th on the 4x4, and while we are here this evening, leading up to the state meet, he won the high jump at the region and won the high jump at the state meet, clearing 6'6". So we would like to congratulate Dylan for his track career and his win in the high jump this year. Ryan,
You look like a high jumper.
look like a high jump.
I'm high, but I can't jump. That's Greg, he used to coach me.
Oh, no, you're welcome to be up here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We love you taking pictures. And would you continue? And Dylan will share with you what his plans are for next year, if that's okay.
My plan is to go to West Liberty. I'm going to, they don't have it, but the coach is actually working on getting an AT program for me so I can study athletic training.
And he will participate in track.
And 4 years of track.
And 4 years of track. And we have another guest this evening. We have Natalie Hinger. And I want to say a few words about her as well, because I just can't help myself. Natalie is a sophomore at Ritchie County High School. Natalie competed at the state track meet last year as a freshman in the discus. She finished 8th overall as a freshman. This year, she qualified not only in the discus for the state meet, but also the 4x4 and the 4x2 relay teams as well. I don't know if I'm going to share my personal knowledge of Natalie as well. When I drive by the field down here, she's often out in the front yard throwing the discus. So Natalie is a hard worker. She spends a lot of time not just at track working, but also on her own working, and that shows. Also, I need to add, she might have just a little family pressure to be really good at this event. Grandpa Greg is the coach, as well as Jared Scheib, and Dad, Lucas, and Dad's brother Brady both were Ritchie County High School state champions in the discus. So a little family pressure, which makes this even harder. So with all that said, I'd like to congratulate her, but Mr. Hott said I had to add, but she's the first girl hanger to do this. So I'd like to congratulate Natalie.
You said you had to have your own category.
One picture with your family up there?
Yeah.
Come on, Grandpa.
Let her get one and then we'll take
Mommy.
it.
Everyone.
She needs to come too.
Oh, okay. And then the family.
I won't get in with him since Lucas was mine. He's the same as mine,
Without
yeah.
him.
It counts, and she and Betsy are.
Oh, that's right.
Good picture.
And we'll-
I could have.
Ryan, you might as well come up here.
Right.
And we got another family connection. Greg was Betsy's 3-year chance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Greg's like Ricky's coached a few kids in
That's
it.
right. Yeah, a lot of them were his, weren't they?
Would you like a picture with Dylan?
Sure.
Let's go up here and get your guys' picture. I hope you guys are here.
No.
Ritchie Dillon feels good.
I want to add that Dylan's a very good mentor for Jenner. He was.
His high
I
jump
want him to
partner.
be good. I'm really excited.
His high jump partner.
He's got better form.
I think a lot of runners look up to him.
Yes.
Yes.
This will conclude this part of our agenda. You guys are more than welcome to stay and have fun with us. Or you're more than welcome to exit.
Thank you for coming.
All right, on to superintendent's report and academic updates.
I just wanted to mention to you that the Principals Academy was held June 5th and 6th, and it was a really good experience for all of them. One of the things that we've done in the past couple of years is they have year-end projects that are due, whether it's data collection that has to be cleaned up, crisis support plans that have to be finished, strategic plans that have to be done, large projects. We break our day up and we bring them in and we help them get those projects finished before they head home for the summer, and they greatly appreciate that support, and it puts the person in the room with them that they might have questions with. So we ran a 2-day training with our principals and it went very well. We also have APL coming up July 22nd through the 24th. That is a program that we've had here before in the past. We have over 40 teachers signed up for that, and it's all about instructional strategy, so we're looking forward to that as well. A couple other things that I wanted to mention is our summer program started today. Buses were running, if you saw those out and about today. I saw a couple this morning. And we are now in the academic portion of the summer program, and we will then go into the outdoor part, and we have all of those things in place as well. Obviously, our summer application for food service program was approved, and we're offering their food service during those camps as well. One other thing that just got approved through the state on April 17th in the governor's budget, but also we received our federal award on June 2nd, which is our ABE grant, and that was approved. So that was one of those things that was kind of in question depending on how the federal government moves forward. And it is approved just for 1 year, but we know now that we can continue our ABE program through this next school year. So I just wanted to share those pieces of information with you. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Superintendent?
Bill, I have a comment. The academic camp, they're running into a schedule problem with basketball camp with the grade school kids. So Taylor, who's going to academic camp, but she's missing these first 3 days. I suppose that's a total on that she was in camp.
I think that happened last year too.
Yeah.
We
You can't help it,
We
but-
can't, and we have another one 4-H week and a couple
Oh,
church
yeah,
camps.
great.
So if we start trying to miss one, we hit something
Oh,
else.
yeah,
So,
yeah, you can't help it, but I just wanted to
Yeah,
mention it.
yes, thank you.
All right, next up is consent items.
Under consent items, the first one is just to ask for the consent for our communities and schools are working with FRN, and they're gonna host a summer bash to kind of kick off the summer, and it will be at North Bend Shelter 3. And you may have seen some Facebook promotions and things for that. 2 through 6, I ask you to approve the revised job descriptions, and these are for the directors and as well as the treasurer. We updated titles within them, we cleaned up terms, we clarified, detailed some job duties to make sure that they were consistent and in line with expectations of the job. They did not change duties, and just cleaned it up. And I will be working on a chart summarizing that and bringing that back to you for review, and it will just provide them like a chart of their main duties. I ask that you approve those. And also for the fall, we have 2 student teachers from Glenville State University. One is one of our own students, Chaselyn Jones. She will be at Smithville and the middle school. And then William Hauser will be at the middle school doing a placement in social studies. I ask that you approve those as consent items as stated on the record.
Okay, we have a motion to approve consent items as listed 1 through 8. Mrs. King makes the motion. Mr. Nelson will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. On to policies.
We've asked last week, or the last meeting, to put 6010 parent engagement out on first reading. I'm now asking you to place it out on second reading. We have not had any comments back on it.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the policy as listed to place on to second reading. Mr. Hall makes the motion. Mr. Nelson will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
On to personnel.
We've had some additional resignations and some for the purpose of retirement, and that would be A through D. We have Susan Kirk, who was a multi-category teacher at Ritchie County High School, Rick Hott, social studies teacher at Ritchie County High School, William Goff, bus operator, and Debbie Beaver, one of our directors of student support services, all for the purpose of retirement. We also have E, F, G, H, I, and J, which are also based on retirement, resignations from either summer programs, coaching, or extracurricular, and as you see, it's as operation of law. And so those resignations are on there as well. And K, we have a resignation for Joseph Carmichael. He applied to be a substitute, but then got a full-time position in one of our other summer programs at the same time. You can't hold 2 contracts. So we're just asking to clean that up. I ask for you to approve those resignations as stated on the agenda.
Okay, we have a motion to approve resignations as Superintendent Hott mentioned. Mr. Hall makes the motion. Ms. King will second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We have personnel still under summer 2025?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, under appointments or transfer decisions, sorry.
First, we'd like to employ Dan Benoit and Dana Dalton in the outdoor rec camp as teachers in that program. And I ask for your approval of those.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Mr. Nelson makes the motion. Ms. King will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Now we have the addendum on personnel.
In it that we're asking, you're gonna see this a few times on this agenda, but we're gonna ask you to rescind a prior action of a resignation of Joey Carmichael for some summer positions. It has to do with personnel laws. And he will be allowed to perform those duties this summer, even though he will not be employed next fall. So he will complete those. So we ask that you rescind the prior action of his resignations. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a motion to rescind as stated. Mr. Hall makes a motion. Ms. Keene will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Now we have deal employments for transfer for school year 25-26.
So again, A, B, C, and D, you will see it says rescind prior action. And as you know, these are retirees. There has been a new House bill that changes what their expectations can be upon retiring from a school system and when they can be reemployed. So in order to keep from causing them any issues with their retirement, we've worked with them, we're gonna rescind that. That doesn't mean they won't reapply at a later date, but they can't at this moment be rehired right away, based on a new House bill that just takes effect, now. So we needed to clean that up. Also, E, Bobby Watson for the head custodian at Harrisville, and Zach Foster will come off the sub list as a bus operator, and Zoe Butcher as assistant girls track coach at the middle school. I ask that you approve those as stated on the record.
Okay, we have a motion to approve as stated and discussed. Mr. Hall makes the motion. Mr. Nelson second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. On to the payment of bills.
I ask that you approve the payment of bills for $429,463.43.
All right, we have a motion to approve the payment of bills for $429,463.43. Ms. King makes the motion. Mr. Hall will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, financial request for approval.
I ask that you approve the supplements and the transfers, as well as approve placing literacy intervention program and coaching services out for bid for the next school year. And the two supplements were both grants. One was a federal grant, local farm to school grant, and then Fund 61 is a state grant, which is our Tools for Schools tech money. And what we are doing with that, we are almost at the cycle to replace all of the iPads in the very near future. So this money will be used for that, as well as money we've set aside to make sure that we will be able to do the replacement of iPads. And then you have some transfers. These transfers are basically your transfers in order to cover the programs that have now been more specifically defined up on their purchase orders placed in. So that's all we have. And I ask that you approve those.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the financial request as discussed? Mr. Nelson makes a motion. Mr. Hall will second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Any requests for agenda items for the next board meeting? Okay, any board member committee reports? Denny has none?
I'm thinking.
All right, the next regular meeting will be held Monday, June 23rd, 2025, at 6 p.m. right here at the Ritchie County Board of Education office. Do we have a motion for adjournment at, what was that, 6:19 p.m.? Ms. King makes the motion. Mr. Hall will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Thank you.